Which changes are coming to the DAS system or Disability Access Services? Rumors are flying abound. Let's see what we really know about it. Hi everyone, I'm Carol and you're watching CAROL-WDWAO. Media is abuzz with all the changes coming to the DAS system. Long overdue, it's been much abused. People love it, people hate it. Let's stick to the facts. Already I am seeing some websites put their own spin on things. Disney's website is not really definitive. It's sort of ambiguous about a couple things, but let's just talk about what we know. First of all, the DAS Pass was always intended for people who could not stand in line for some reason. It did not apply to mobility issues. If your issue could be solved by using a wheelchair or ECV, otherwise known as scooter, Disney's lines accommodate that. Now, Magic Kingdom, the oldest park, there are some rides where you have to transfer from an ECV to. For the most part, if you have a mobility issue, Disney takes care of that without the DAS Pass. The website is saying disability like autism or similar, and people are in a frenzy that that means only autism or similar. But if you read the rest of their statement, or unable to wait on a conventional line. I don't think it is only autism, but they may limit what other things with other accommodations. It also talks about being for a small number of guests. And with the abuse, the DAS group has grown really, really large. As always, it has never been for immediate access. And some people who don't have the DAS think, oh, they're skipping right to the front of the line. It never has been that. It will not be that. People will wait the standby wait time. So if a ride has a 90-minute wait time, someone with a DAS will have a 90-minute wait time. The difference being that they don't have to stand in line for those 90 minutes. They can come back after the 90 minutes, and then they enter through the lightning lane, which sometimes there's a few minute wait there. So people who have the DAS actually sometimes wait longer than if they did stand in the standby line. Again, a person must be present at registration and the experience. Now, this is what has caused some problems in the past. Some people thinking that as long as a member of their group has the DAS Pass, they present that card or magic band at the entrance and then that person doesn't ride. Well, no, that's abuse. It's for that person and their immediate group. A big change is there will be no in-person registration starting May 20th in Disney World and June 18th in Disneyland. Now, the reason for that is that they are taking advantage of an outside group, Inspire Health Alliance, to better monitor and be more consistent in who qualifies for the DAS Pass. In the past, cast members have had some training, but they are not health professionals. They don't know the ins and outs of some of these disorders. So this, I think, will make it more consistent, more difficult to abuse it, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Booking your experiences will be the same. You'll use My Disney Experience and it will show you a list of what things are available and their standby waits, and you can book it that way. Nothing is changing with the booking. Now, if you don't have a smartphone, you can go to the Blue Tent, the guest experience, and they will book it for you. Anyone in the party can book it, but, and this is again where people get confused, for the virtual interview, that person must be there for the virtual interview. They don't have to be the one booking the experience. A person who qualifies for the DAS may not be able to book through a smartphone. Anybody in their group can do so for them, but that person must ride the ride, attend the attraction. That has always been a bone of contention. So hopefully that part is clarified. Now, the website says that the new DAS Pass, instead of being a 60-day window, will be 120 days or the length of the ticket, whichever is shorter. Now, I've looked on other sites just to familiarize myself. One site just says 120 days and left out the part of the length of ticket. So I'm thinking that someone with an annual pass would have a 120-day window. Somebody who books a 10-day ticket, when they come to Disney again, they're going to have to redo that. Now that's how it reads to me when it says length of ticket up to 120 days, whichever is shorter. I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. As far as violations, the Disney site says that anyone misusing or caught with misinformation towards the DAS Pass will forfeit their annual pass, their ticket, anything like that, that they will be forever banned. Another change that I found currently in the DAS Pass, as soon as you enter the queue, and some of them have 2 checkpoints, but as soon as you hit that second checkpoint, you were able to book another experience. The website is now stating 10 minutes after redeeming a DAS experience. So that sounds like 10 minutes after you get off the ride, 10 minutes after you hit that second checkpoint. I'm not sure how they are going to police that, but it's not immediately as you're in a queue that you could book another one. So that's a little different. Number of people accessing the DAS Pass is changing. And here again, I'm seeing a lot of different things on a lot of different websites. Currently, 1 + 5 for a total of 6 members could join that DAS party. Now it is saying 4. Dr. Disney said 4 immediate family members. I don't think that's correct. I think it's 4 companions, or if you have 6 people in your immediate family, then those people would be able to ride. So it's 4 companions or more for immediate family. Disney Food Blog is also agreeing with that interpretation. Another thing that I think is changing, the advanced selections, where you could book 2 advanced selections ahead of your time at Disney. That is going to be on a case-by-case basis, I think. It is not going to be the norm to have those 2 pre-selections that have a specific hour window where you need to return within that hour. That is going to be on a case-by-case basis. The biggest concern that I'm seeing is who will be included. People who have had DAS in the past, will they no longer be able to have that? They're going to lose their accommodations. There are suggestions out there. Again, I did not see this verbiage in the actual Disney website, that there will be an ability to leave the line and return to your place in line somehow. I'm not sure how that would work. I'm sure we'll get more information as the dates get closer. That will affect a certain group of people who have used DAS in the past because they can't stand in line because they must leave the line to go to the bathroom, to sit down because they're fainting, something like that. So we'll see how that plays out. If you've had DAS in the past, legitimately, and I can't stress enough, these changes are because people abuse the system. So many people think it's a free Genie Plus. And well, if they can get it, I can get it. And I have to say, anyone that has one of these disorders that would qualify for a DAS pass would pay umpteen amounts of money not to have that disorder. So for people who have abused it and it's a quick way to get a few more rides in, shame on you. For people who may lose their DAS accessibility, who legitimately have it, I'm sorry. I think Disney will work with you to get whatever accommodations they can, but it may no longer be a DAS pass. Let's summarize. First, this begins May 20th for Walt Disney World, June 18th for Disneyland. 2, there will be no more in-person interviews. You must do it virtually online only. 3, the qualifications for who will be accepted into the DAS Pass program seems to be narrowing. Inspire Health Alliance are going to monitor that. Number 4, it's going to last 120 days or the length of the ticket, whichever is shorter. 5, the number of companions is reduced to 4 instead of 6, unless you have immediate family in that count of 6. 6, you may book another experience 10 minutes after redeeming a return time. And 7, advanced selections of 2 experiences will be on a case-by-case basis, or maybe not at all. They may be eliminating that completely. All this stuff is brand new. New stuff will come out. I'll update as soon as it comes out. I wanted to get this out there as soon as possible because so many people ask me about the DAS Pass, how it works, what's changing. People are really nervous and scared right now as how it's going to affect their trips to Disney. If you've enjoyed this or found it informational, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I try to get informational, fun things out for you to enjoy, especially when you can't be at Disney. Please join our Facebook group, WDWAO, Adult Center Discussions about all things Disney. And last but not least, never grow up.